Rev your engines and fasten your seatbelts. It's time for Thunder Talk with Dan Bailey, keeping you up to date on everything going on this season at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Thunder Talk is powered by Arcadia Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Now, here's your host, Dan Bailey.
Hey race fans, welcome to another edition of Thunder Talk. I'm Dan Bailey. You know, we have a special night coming up this Friday at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. It's the second annual Karl Fenske Memorial Night. Last year was a huge success, and it was a very emotional event, and we are looking for another great event this Friday night with the second annual Karl Fenske Memorial Night at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. And to help us get ready for this Friday evening's program, I am happy and honored to welcome Mitch Fenske to Thunder Talk. Mitch, welcome to the program.
Welcome, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. This Friday night is a special night, second annual Karl Fenske Memorial Night. I've said this on a couple of occasions. We wish we never had to have memorial nights, right? We wish that our family and our friends and our racing heroes could be with us forever, but that's just not the case with the way things go. So it is a special night, and it is a night that we are going to try to remember Karl in the way that he would want us to, by being at the racetrack and having some fun. So my first question for you is to take a step back 1 year and give us your thoughts about what last year's inaugural Karl Fenske Memorial Night was like for you and the family and everybody involved. What do you remember from last year's event?
Oh, man. It was a hell of a night. I can say that. We can't thank Mississippi Thunder and Bob Tim's family enough for putting on this great event and helping us grow it each year. The best thing about it is just celebrating my father, really, being able to hear all the stories everyone can tell me and being around everyone. It's an unbelievable experience because I didn't get to know my father as good as some people do, and that's just life, you know?
You know, that brings up a very interesting question when you talk about Karl and his exploits at the track. He's, you know, almost a larger-than-life individual. And you had just mentioned a little bit about your personal past. What exactly do you remember from, you know, when Karl was racing and active at the track?
He's a legend, that is for sure. Whether people liked him or hated him, everyone had something to say about him. He was just, as you mentioned once already, just larger than racing and life could give us. He was a great man and a great racer, always helping the young guys get better. Alex Williamson is one of them that he really enjoyed helping mature and mold his racing and help him get better. So he was just always out there for everyone, sometimes himself, but most of the time he's always out there to help other people.
And now you're behind the wheel of a late model with the number 99F on the side of it, and you come to the track with, quote-unquote, the name that makes a race fan wonder, do you ever feel any pressure, you know, put on your shoulders to somehow carry forward this name? Do you feel like people expect you to go out and win the feature every single night that you strap yourself into the race car?
I think they do, to be honest with you, but I am here just to grow and get better these first couple of years. I'm not going out there to wreck my stuff, one, and most importantly, I'm not trying to wreck anyone else's stuff. So I hope they can respect that. But yeah, I think there is, and with time I'll get better and hopefully can carry on the legacy like I know he wants me to, but I think I know he's happy with how I am right now also.
We've talked a little bit about this Friday night's special event, the second annual Karl Fenske Memorial Night. We've talked a little bit about your memories of last year's event, your memories of Karl at the track. But let's turn 180 degrees. Let's talk about you now. Let's talk about your racing career. Give us the introduction on what it was that finally got you started building a race car and climbing into the race car and getting out there on the racetrack.
Well, it actually all starts, unfortunately, right before his passing. He and I have always butted heads about if I should race or not, and he always says, you can't afford it, which I get. He understands how much it costs, but I'm not in it to make money. I'm in it to have fun and grow a legacy. So, like you said, it was right before his passing. He finally agreed to help me build something. Didn't know what it was going to be at that point or not, whether it was a mod or a limited late model I'm in now. So I actually bought a modified to start, and months later everything happened. So took a step back again from trying to start building it, let last year's race happen, and finally found a different car and went full force at that one, and here I am now.
Yeah, so you were actually able to get out on the track, a few times with your late model. Was it everything that you expected it to be? Was it more overwhelming than you expected it to be? Give us kind of a sense of what those first few nights were like behind the wheel.
Very nerve-wracking. Other than driving my dad's modified up and down the alley or up to the trailer, I'd never taken actual laps in the car. So, yeah, it's very intimidating, but for me, I just felt it. I feel that this is what I should be doing, and I just want to grow, get better, and learn from everyone out there that race with the dad, and they have kids now, and people that race against him and can help me. So it's going to be a fun journey, and I really can't wait to grow.
So what sort of a racer are you mindset-wise? Do you have a list of quote-unquote goals? I want to learn this by this date, and I want to figure out how to do XYZ by this year. I want to have a win by this year. Do you do anything like that, or are you more of a relaxed, let's go out and have some fun and let it grow naturally and organically?
I think these first 2 seasons, I'm going to just sit back, learn, watch, and just learn from everyone in my class, decide whether this limited late model class is where I want to stay, or if I want to go into the B-mods in the modified class like Dad was with the open wheel. So there's just a lot of aspects, which and just want to dial this one in first and then go from there.
Well, I know that you have been able to garner up some support for your initial foray into the sport, so I want to give you an opportunity to let us know who's helping out Fenske Racing now as we're in the 2021 season and your career is beginning to take off.
Yes, absolutely. Let's do that with a few shout-outs, and we will go from there. I have a few old sponsors off of Dad's old cars, which helps immensely. It's nice to be able to have familiar faces on a new car. I have Randy Northrup and Easy Wheels out of Winona. AJ Schwartz, Jailhouse Saloon. Can't thank those two enough for always being with us as a Fenske race team. I know they will continue to be, I would hope. I have Valley View Lawn and Landscape, that is Brad Kramer out of Winona, Minnesota. I have from Somerset, Wisconsin, Bristol Ridge Golf Course. Come and play, enjoy a nice day at the Ridge. You'll love it. Dentless Visions, Dustin Augustine. He's a local guy from up in this area. He helps with my auto body repair and dents on the vehicle to get me looking good to come to the track. Windy Ridge Auto Repair and Fabrication, Alex Williamson. Grover Properties out of Winona. Riverside Homes and Construction, that is a business out of Amory, Wisconsin. Johnson Tree Service, also out of Amory, Wisconsin. Stump grinding, full tree removal, storm damage, etc. And the person who made the car look like it is this year, Terry Klinicki with Winona Sign and Design. And my main sponsor of the year, Clear Cut Exteriors out of Minneapolis, Minnesota Roofing Company.
Well, it's nice to hear that not only are you able to garner some new supporters, but to hear some of those names coming back who also supported Karl on the track. It kind of ties the two careers together, I think, from the outside looking in. That seems pretty cool.
Yes, absolutely. And again, I just can't thank him enough for helping me follow my dreams and letting this happen.
So this Friday night is the second annual Karl Fenske Memorial Night. What sort of hopes do you have for this Friday night? Whether those hopes have to do with action on the track or just, hanging out with fellow race fans. What are you looking forward to this Friday?
I'm looking forward to a great show and just honestly just celebrating my dad's life with all the friends, family, and fans that come to support the great local track and this awesome event. Without all these guys, it's not possible. Without you, Dan, it's not the show it can be. So we, as a Fenske family, all thank everyone, and we just want it to be a great show with some great racing, and everyone's welcome. Family, friends, kids, we want everyone there. More remembering a legend than anything else.
Well, Mitch Fenske, driver of the number 99 FUSRA late model, will be one of many who will be at Mississippi Thunder Speedway this Friday night, not only to do battle on the track, but also to look up, smile, and remember as part of the second annual Karl Fenske Memorial Night. Mitch, thank you very much for joining us this week on Thunder Talk.
Thank you, Dan, for having me. It was great. Awesome experience. Hope to do it again someday.
Hey, don't forget, race fans, this Friday night, the second annual Karl Fenske Memorial Night, the winner's paycheck continues to grow as donations come in. Last year, I think we were up around, if not above, the $6,000 mark. This year started out at $1,999 to win, very quickly escalated to $2,999 to win. Last time I checked, it was nearing $4,000 to win, and I'm sure those donations will continue to come in right up until the time that checkered flag flies Friday night. First Green Flag Friday is at 7:30. With the opening ceremonies getting the evening started, there'll be action on track by the USRA late models, the River City Manufacturing USRA Modifieds, the Black Horse Bar and Grill USRA B-Mods, the Jailhouse Saloon USRA Hobby Stocks, and of course the Sunshine Refuse MTS Hornets. You can get all the details online by following Mississippi Thunder Speedway social media platforms, and of course don't forget to visit their website, MississippiThunder.com.
That was Thunder Talk, keeping you up to date on everything going on at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Thunder Talk is powered by Arcadia Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
You ever notice that when you're on a fishing trip, you drive your boat all the way to the other side of the lake because you think that's where the best fishing is? And the people staying at the cabins on that side of the lake, well, they come and fish where your cabin is. You don't have to drive a long ways to catch the big fish. And at Arcadia Motors, you don't have to drive a long ways to get the best deal on a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram truck. The best deals are right in the bay next to your cabin. Take the short, scenic drive to Arcadia Motors. ArcadiaDodge.com.